So, hello, welcome back to another stream of me trying to get this to function. So, in the past two streams, I just did the general, inputting of the syllables. Now, I'm actually gonna make sure the right lengths, because, for instance, this one is a bit long. And that's fine in the beginning, but if a note just goes on beyond where the actual sound ends, it looks stupid. So I'm just gonna adjust that now. And it's completely fine for notes in which you don't see it, but yeah, it does make a difference, so you have to adjust it. So that's gonna be today's stream. It's just me gonna be sitting here adjusting notes. Actually adjusting the way these look.
世界の隅っこで自由
For instance, in one of these that are longer, you can just adjust the first one and the last one, and kind of what's in between isn't that big of a problem.
レド心どこへと
And this might, in my opinion, be one of the most tedious parts about making lip syncs, is making sure things don't start and end too early or too late.
して
But it's a necessity. I can't imagine having to do this all in actually MMD itself, because that would take forever. It's already taken forever in this program, and this program is actually made for it. Also doesn't help that my microphone is in my line of vision. Let's move you over a little bit. That's much better. That one is lined up nicely. It's a good thing I've set these streams to only being an hour long, because I'm doubtful I'd have the patience to do this for more than an hour. I'm highly doubtful I would even have the patience. Seriously, if you can do this for there are people that do this for fun for a weekend or something. If you can do that, congratulations, utmost respect to you, but I just can't. Also, I need to pour myself some tea. For in case anybody cares what kind of tea I drink nettle tea without sweeteners or anything. Apparently, it's very healthy for you. And I mostly drink it because I have. I don't know if anybody else had this, but during COVID with those stupid masks, like they had a function, but I now just have these spots on my face which are just basically just one big pimple, because my body just, because my face just didn't like being in its own humidity, because I have a job which would require me to wear that mask for easily 5 hours on end, which wasn't that fun. Also, seeing as I'm a cleaner, it's a very high demanding job. You get very sweaty, and I would just have massive issues with like underneath like the mask having like massive pimple outbreaks, and like the majority of it I've managed to clear up, but quite a bit of my skin on my face just refuses to go back to normal. Which very irritates me, seeing as I used to have a very good and clear skin. I had like skin I could pass off for like foundation, for like a bit of like BB, call it like day cream and a bit of blush. Like that's what my skin looked like. So needless to say, I want it back. Like being one of the few people in the world that was actually blessed with like a good clear skin like that. So I really just want it back. Can I make you any smaller? Yes, I can. And apparently drinking nettle tea can assist with that. Oh, it beats buying very expensive skincare products that claim to do the same thing, so I'm gonna give the nettle tea a try. Doesn't mean I don't have the skincare products, because I can imagine the cup of tea needs some help. Because I can imagine the tea needs some help. And otherwise, if you see me drinking anything, it's either pure orange juice or pure apple juice or just plain old water. Like nothing too difficult, nothing too amazing. I For my general well-being, quit drinking things like sodas almost in its entirely. I have like half a liter left, which I'm gonna. It's actually Romane, so it's quite expensive where I live, so I'm gonna save that for like a special occasion. But otherwise, I've stopped drinking it like completely, which wasn't easy because you're not just quitting. In that case, you're not just quitting. Um, in my case, it was a lot of cola. And what had happened for me was that cola had started to replace 2 out of 3 daily meals. So 2/3 of my entire food intake had become cola. And for course, if anybody wonders, yes, I still have all my teeth. The dentist was just as surprised as anybody else that I tell that. Like, and my doctor was very surprised about the fact that I'm apparently still not diabetic, even though that shitty diet. So, yeah, I lucked out.
世界の隅っこでちぎれた心どこへとしてこんなに空っぽな言葉の雨嘘つきの
I'm gonna. I can't make you any higher. Yes, I can. I can. But
空っぽな言葉の雨嘘つきの君に出会って恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないなさよなら愛
I think I just adjusted that as well. Yeah, I've adjusted this part as well.
さよなら会いたいと願えばすべてが壊れてしまうから笑ってよ背を向けたら一人が持ち合わせる痛み夜空に冷たくなる光あなたがくれた光
But yeah, like that, mostly drinking like cola That was not a smart move, seeing as it did do a bit of a number on my teeth. Like I've only ever had one cavity, but in exchange for that, I've basically got a massive gum infection which needs cleaning, and for that they need to clean the root of my teeth. So that's gonna be nice and painful and expensive because I just don't have a dental insurance because I never had issues with my teeth, but moral of the story: do not live off purely cola for like 6 years of your life. It will come back to haunt you and bite you in the ass. Like I'm genuinely lucky I haven't gone diabetic and I still have all my teeth. I'm like genuinely lucky. Because theoretically speaking, I shouldn't have most of my teeth anymore and I should be a diabetic. I should be like completely diabetic. But that's just mostly me being lucky. Which, let's face it, most people aren't gonna be. Let's see. I can move you a bit, you a bit. Then you could go there. I have to admit though, I personally much more prefer actually working with the Vocaloids than actually doing this stuff. But hey, every fun thing also still needs to have some boredom and tedium to it. And this is one of those things. That one actually looks good. That one's actually timed nicely. I might just have adjusted that one immediately when I like placed it. I should really get in the habit of just placing things and like adjusting them correctly. Also, I see I have a viewer. Hello, how are things going today? I am trying to fix the lip sync for a cover I've made for Vocaloid. And kind of just bitching and whining in general. I mean, I need to have a couple of those streams. That's the wrong note. In this part. You know you've worked on something for far too long if you can tell by a couple of letters which part of the song you're at. Also, this is going much faster. I'd actually hoped to actually kind of just fill the stream with this today, but apparently not. You're correct, you aren't. You are on the other end. Huh. Did I yesterday, did I by any chance yesterday just do one half of it, like, a bit, like, shitty, and, like, the other half I was just like, alright, I'll just actually, like, put in some time and effort? I genuinely think I did that. Yep, I genuinely did. I did think I did some adjusting yesterday. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yeah, that one is already pre-adjusted. Ah, not bad. I've also been working on, like, making. I now mostly make covers with my vocal synths, but I've also been, like, learning how to make original songs. I do have, like, two things that are actually good enough that I'm like, I might actually finish these. I, like, upload them, but I'll let everybody know when that happens. I don't have to do anything about this because I can tell that one is fitted.
さよならおやすみ心が溺れてゆく静かな海へと二人が溶けたのなら抱きしめて覚めぬ夢がぬくもりが痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いになれないな汚れた愛縁のかけらがキラキラ輝く星になる空へと会いに行こう一人が持ち合わせた痛みあなたに出会った日の私が今でも手を振るから
Yeah, from this point on, I need to start adjusting things again. You are already. This is the point yesterday where I discovered I can adjust the envelopes of these in bulk instead of one at a time. Yeah, that's this point yet that I found yesterday. This is the point where I started adjusting things in bulk. Looks like I also adjusted the lengths. Great. No point in going over those then. Here we have some nice and jank ones again. Not that jank. Just certain sounds. Why is it always those ass sounds that are off? Well, like over select those. Oh, no, that one is too short. That will look much better. I don't even have a job that's interesting to talk about. I mean, I'm one of the cleaners at City Hall, and that's not that interesting a job to talk about. Or an interesting life, actually. I did today. Unfortunately, I couldn't film it, otherwise, I would have put it on TikTok. I did see today what might have been the world's fat, like the world's most overweight hare. Seeing as their population of like hares and rabbits have been seriously declining in the Netherlands thanks to hunting, this year they made the decision not to be hunted, so there's some really fat ones in the field. And unfortunately, every single time I like stop by the field to like take out my phone and film them, they all just run away. Which is such a shame because I see a lot of wild hares, a lot of wild rabbits. Like, what was it again? Like yesterday, there were like six storks in a field, and every single time I like stop, I like take out my phone to like film it or like take a picture. They usually all just either hide or like run off. On the case of the storks, seeing as storks have a black butt, they would all just turn their butts towards me, meaning that I couldn't film them because in that case they just blend in too much. I like that hare to like sat perfectly quiet until I like stopped to like film it and then just ran off. Like, but I see a lot of wildlife. Luckily, when my journey to work brings me what's basically a protected bit of nature, so there's no hunting, no nothing there anyway. So a lot of wildlife just lives there and is basically doing very well. A lot of ducks, a lot of geese, storks. Like I've counted six, which is just impressive. Like very thick hairs, like a lot of like rabbits and other wildlife. A lot of the ducks have like ducklings, and even those, every single time I try to film them, they all just hide. So I'm still working on getting like a good like thing about those, but yeah, it's not working out. Let's see how the final bit looks.
最後の涙と引き換えにあなたにこわれそうな私に笑ってよ背を向けたらここで永遠 が出会った日のようにさよなら目を閉じたらララララララララ
Yeah, that should work. Now I can collapse this one and find the... Oh, did you guys? There we are. Here we have to browse. And I can just full on chuck these into like, let's say, I can just full on put these in just like the second bar of it. And just give them a little stretch. All the way down to approximately there. And I should blend these in nicely. Oh, that was the wrong one. I needed this one to be moved in there, and I needed that general decline to start happening there. I can also drag and drop these, but it's nowhere nearly as efficient. Like, nowhere nearly. The eyebrows are much easier to do actually. Like, let's see how that looks.
世界の隅っこでちぎれた心どこへとしてこんなに空っぽな言葉の雨
I should. Yeah, about there.
嘘つきな君に出会って恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いに
Those should be there. Yeah, it should be there. Slightly less abrupt, please.
嘘つきな君に出会って恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないな
Yeah, that works for me. Now the serious look. I think I can put a serious eyebrow here for like the rest, for like this part. And again, this is just pure guessing and what I think looks good. And I know those transitions need some tweaking. Usually having them like overlap like that usually works nicely. Okay, that's that one. Oh no, that's the itai part, so I can just leave that one on sadness. And then from that point on, I can put in a serious again. I don't think a lot of people forget that like eyebrows are a thing in MMD models. What are you?
目ぬ夢がぬくもりが
Wrong button.
手を淡い夢に踊る声
Yeah, I guess I can put a serious brow there. Wait, which one do I have now? Is that a different one? Yeah, that's a different one. Like, that's the downside about MMD models sometimes is sometimes some expressions come without English data, and sometimes programs just don't load the English data.
君の言葉も君の名前も触れたら虹だ
Yeah, I can leave that one for a little while. I believe I can pull in a series again. And just leave that one be for the rest of the motion data. Yes, I can just do that. Now I just have to check the parts where the motions actually overlap, like this stretch for instance.
好きな君に出会って恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないなさよなら愛
I think that half overlap is kind of the best it's gonna be. I mean, I can cover up like janky transitions between certain things with like the motion camera and like with like the camera and the motion self. So
さよならおやすみ
any and all jankiness can be covered up.
愛になれないな汚れた愛縁の
And otherwise, I'm just gonna blame the limitations of the technique.
から淡い夢に
Especially seeing as a lot of people don't even bother with like making eyebrow data.
いな
Like a lot of people don't even bother with
い
this.
な
That's something that for some reason really irritates me is that a lot of people don't bother actually like doing doing like eye and eyebrow data, even though I think it can add like so much. Let's see what we have. And then actually like the eye positionings for like the pupils, I am gonna do when I'm gonna create emotion, because for instance, if we tilt our head like left, most of us first look left before the head actually follows, instead of like keeping on a straight gaze. So that's easier to do like afterwards. Also, I might need to save. I'm gonna select this first part, if it will let me. No, it does not in one go. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I can't scroll it. That's a bit of a problem, because I wanted to select register random blinking for like a good chunk of it. Because that's an option you have. Oh, there it is. And then from basically 14 back to this one. So what you get now is that you actually have that it actually randomly blinks, which can be a very strong tool to make things seem a bit more alive as well. So I'm gonna add like actual motion for like opening and closing of the eyes for like certain parts of it, and then the parts I don't have anything, I'll fill in with random blink. I'll just let the program fill in like random blinks, because that tends to work. For instance, for like the Kira, the part where it's like where she basically says that she hates it. Like I can like put sharp in. I can adjust. I can create emotions. That's a fun part about this. I can also do a half blink. I mean, having eyes half or partially closed can also add to like the emotions. What does this do? Oh, nothing much. Good to know. Can I put in a blink here? A very long one, preferably. There you go. Now she actually looks kind of depressed. It's a subtle little difference, but it does help. So let's stretch that one all the way across. And then for that, I'm gonna put sharpen. Put in a other slight blink. Because what was this blink at? Like 14, 15? Okay. Let's lower this one back to that number as well. But that one looks quite sharp, and then here where things are eye expression goes to serious, it's actually better for her to just have her regular expression. So where it says that it's, I guess I can just add random blinks everywhere. I can just do that, I think. But she will actually blink, it's just gonna be very, very fast. I don't even know how like to program decides what should be a blink or what shouldn't be. But I guess that's why the function is called random. And also like registered them in like the most bottom track, which is the track you normally don't do a whole lot with. Then you have this entire empty spot. What do we have here now? Oh look, sadness. Okay. I need to put in a manual blink there. Give it some adjustments, and I am gonna just wait with making it 14% because it's much easier to do that after I have like adjusted everything. There it is, the thinnest stripe ever. And we're back at regular. Let's add some more random blinks. The fun part about blinking is it does occur relatively random. Like your body kind of just does it when it's necessary, and that's not always at the same interval. So that's kind of fun. And seeing as this part of the bras are still at serious, I don't have to actually adjust much. And I'm register blinking. And we are back at the manual adjustment. About there. created for like the general eye data. I can just go after like what I did for the brows. Oh, about 14. That's plenty. As I have that entire stretch now selected. Is narrow. Oh wait. Let's see. But apparently this is gonna be fine. Yeah, from about a year. And I still put them in here. Yes, yes I can. That's like play a stretch of it. Normally there would be music here. Why doesn't that not start at like the first frame? There it is. That's like get a part I can actually have sound with.
世界の隅っこでちぎれた心どこへとしてこんなに空っぽな言葉の雨嘘つきの君に出会って恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないなさよなら会いたいと願えばすべてが壊れ
Yeah, that's much better with blinking. I mean, blinking makes a lot of things better. And I'm not pissed at the transitions either, seeing as it's probably as good as I'm gonna get it. That's more eyebrows. What do I need to do with these? I can show these off. So I can take our headphones off. Those are some texture files you can take off. Highlights can be taken off. I can give her glasses. I can like round her chin out. Like I I prefer the slightly. Let me see that with like an actual like. No, I don't have to round her chin. I can give her different blushes. I can make her cry. That might actually be something I can add on like certain of the more emotional parts. I can basically give her some tears. That might actually be a good idea. I can do that for expressiveness. Then there's sweat, dreading, dread. Some of these textures aren't the best, but exclamation mark. Oh no, yeah, exclamation marks. Question mark. Both. Pistol feigns. Oh, those little shock thingies. Nap. Heart. So yeah, these models, they can, if they come with like those expressions or like enough facial expressions, they can be quite expressive. And I think I can add some tears. I mean, I still have like a full line of shit I can program left, so why not? I'm just gonna drag and drop this. I'm not gonna chance like having to like actually like do this, but it does not mean if I play this.
嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないな
And it's like perfectly followed by the blink because after the blink they can be gone, and that's like perfect because that means that she like, because after a blink tears still have to be gone.
で恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないなさよなら
I'll make this one a little bit longer because in that case it will like the part vision with like the blinking.
嫌い嫌いになれないなさよなら会いたいと願う
In that case it will like look like she like blinked them and like wiped them away perhaps. So that is actually a good one. Where is the rest? Oh, there is. Now I'm looking for a specific part of the song, but that's like. There it is. I think.
キラキラ輝く星になる今もまだ私は
Where was it?
一人が持ち合わせる痛みさよならおやす
There it is.
痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いになれないな
That was the part I was looking for. Then I can move this blink there. I can chuck this blink there. And put this one about here.
ぬくもりが痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いになれないな汚れた
And I'll put this blink here. Because of course tears have to come from somewhere.
覚めぬ夢がぬくもりが痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いになれないな
Then I also did it for the first one. No, I did not. Put you there. Move you over a bit. That should be much better then.
恋をした嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌い嫌いになれないな
Yeah, that works for me. That works. So I think I'm actually happy with this motion data for the face as things are now. That's just that's something I'm gonna have to adjust in MMD. But yeah, I think I'm gonna export it as the motion file for Miku Dance. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave it at that for the stream. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you had a good day. I hope you had a good time. Tomorrow's stream will be me actually working on things for this cover in Miku Miku Dance. So that will actually be that should be exciting. So yeah, thank you very much for coming. Hope you had a good day, and till next time. Bye.